Relationships are hard. Despite the best of intentions, sometimes they don't work out. So what do? Do you give it more time hoping it will get better? But if this has been going on for some time and you know deep down inside it's time to break up with your coach, you may have to look at that more seriously. Now, if you've had your coach for a while, you may view your coach as your friend. So saying goodbye to someone who's been both a coach and a friend can be especially difficult. Regardless of the reason, there are ways to break up with your coach in a healthier way, despite it being tough. Unless your coach was a total jerk and are greatly overstepping his or her boundaries, simply leaving and not contacting them or answering the emails, that's not the best way. Frankly, it's cowardly and it's rude, as it would be in any relationship. After all, most coaches sincerely care about their clients and put a lot of time and effort aside from the session time into figuring out the best way to help their clients with their unique goals. So, what is a good way to leave? So today, I'm going to outline, first of all, why athletes break up with their coaches. 2, I'm going to talk about breaking up with coaches with whom you've just started with. And thirdly, I'm going to examine the best protocol athletes can follow to break up with a coach they've been working with for a while, regardless of whether or not a friendship has also been created. So let me get right into it. The first one being, why do athletes break up with their coaches? After all, coaches are supposed to be professional. Well, if you're not making progress as an athlete, especially in your mind of what you wanted to achieve, or you didn't place where you wanted to at a show if you're a bodybuilder, that's one reason. Another is if, let's say the athlete did accomplish their goals, so they feel that they no longer need a coach because they know what they're doing. The coaching relationship may also not be a good fit for them based on, let's say, personality styles or expectations. Also, financially or life changes can impact your ability to be able to continue, so you may need to stop or at least take a break from your coach. Sometimes coaches don't have your best interests in mind, and sometimes they do act inappropriately. Now, if you've been seeing your coach for more than a couple of sessions, I wouldn't recommend you break up with them via text or email. I think a phone call or a brief meeting will likely be a better move for closure. So what is the best protocol for breaking up with your coach? Number 1, the truth. The truth is always the best way to go. It's not easy. So let me give you an example. If she was money and you don't want to or can't pay for a consultation, at least have the courtesy to give your coach a call, or at the very least an email, and explain that it's not them, it's your lack of finances that prevents you from continuing your sessions at this time. It's always nice to mention, if it's true, what you enjoyed about your coaching experience and what you learned and how you feel you have grown through knowing this coach. And if you really enjoyed your coaching experience, offer a written testimonial to help your coach find another client to fill your spot. But if your reason, let's say, is that you feel like you no longer need a coach because you now have control of your life and have learned whatever it was that brought you to the coach in the first place, that's great. It's what coaches like to hear because it means that they have done a good job. They will miss you, of course, and they will be thrilled to hear that you are feeling better about your life and that you know that you have a better handle on what you need to do to get where you want to go. Tell your coach why you no longer feel the need for his or her service and thank them for their time and interest in you. If you really want to make them feel good, again, tell them what you learned from them and how it helped you handle a particular situation or show. Now, it is natural that sometimes you can feel out of sync with your coach and you feel that you're wasting your time and money. Tell them you don't feel there's a good fit between the two of you. You may say something like, I'm afraid this isn't working out as I hoped. I appreciate your time and efforts to help me, but I think I need to try something different. So again, it's important to be honest, but you don't have to be brutal about it. Now, if you find that you have a personal issue that prevents you from continuing with your coach at this time, say that to your coach instead of simply disappearing. You don't need to go into details unless you want to, but at least you're handling the breakup, I'll use that in quotations, like an adult. If at any time in the future you decide to return to that coach, by doing these kind of measures, you will not have burned any bridges and you'll be welcomed back as a client and potentially as a friend. If you've learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below what resonated with you. I also have another video I want you to watch. It's called Tips to Stop Overthinking. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please comment below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Take care, and remember to keep your mental game on.